Here we are, troopers, back in Saigon. Third floor radio station took it without a fight, a covert action. The White Knight is patrolling the streets of Saigon, trying to remember back when. You know, like how it was in '67. In the meantime, I'm in command, and you'll all do as I say. Is that understood? In my backpack, you will find a bandolier of 45s. Records, that is. So let's get cracking and play some. Here's one that'll jog your memory. Reminds me of boot camp. Hoorah! Hip, hop, hip, hop, hip, hop, hip, hop. The heads are up, the chests are out, the arms are swinging in cadence count. Sound off. Sound off. Sound off. Sound off. Cadence count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go back and count some more. Sound off. Sound off. Sound off. Sound off. Cadence count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had a good home when I left. I had a good home when I left. Tina was home when I left. Tina was home when I left. Sound off. Sound off. Cadence count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I left my gal away out west. I thought the army life was best. Now she's someone else's wife, and I'll be marching the rest of my life. Sound off. Sound off. A 1, 2, 3, 4. A 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. White Knight rides in a Jeep. The sergeant rides in a truck. The general rides in a limousine, but we're shit out of luck. Sound off. Sound off. It's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Their heads are up, the chests are out, the arms are swinging in cadence count. Sound off. Sound off. Sound off. Sound off. Cadence count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go back and count some more. Sound off. Sound off. Cadence count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fighting soldiers from the sky, fearless men who jump and die, men who mean just what they say, the brave men of the Green Beret, silver wings upon their chest. These are men, America's best. 100 men will test today, but only 3 win the Green Beret. Trained to live off nature's land, trained in combat hand to hand, men who fight by night and day, courage take from the Green Beret, silver wings upon their chest. These are men, America's best. 100 men will test today, but only 3 win the Green Beret. Back at home, a young wife waits, Her Green Beret has met his fate. He has died for those oppressed, leaving her this last request. Put silver wings on my son's chest. Make him one of America's best. He'll be a man they'll test one day. Have him win the Green Beret.
Listen up, you jarheads. Sergeant Ermey has an email.
I've been getting thousands of emails. And to be quite honest about it, some of them are total crap. But here's a real interesting one from Carson in Golden, Colorado. Carson's only 9 years old, so let's listen up. He writes, when did the Colt 45 start its service in the U.S. military, and when did it end its career? Great question, buddy. Why don't we take a shot at that answer? First things first. Proper nomenclature for this weapon is pistol, caliber 45, automatic, M1911. Invented by gun designer John Browning and built by the Colt Firearms Company, the 1911 is without a doubt one of the most famous military handguns of all time. The M1911 had its official birthday on, not surprisingly, 1911, when the government was looking for a reliable man-stopper to replace the wimpy .38 caliber pistols then in service. In a shootout between Colt and the Smith & Wesson Gun Company, a single Colt 1911 shot 6,000 rounds without a malfunction and became the handgun of choice for the U.S. Army, Navy, and the Marine Corps. It was loaded in the grip by a detachable 7-round magazine and weighed just shy of 2.5 pounds. During World War I, more than 375,000 45s were issued to our troops. In 1924, the 1911 was modified slightly and redesignated the 1911A1. And that gun was used starting in World War II and was made by a lot of different companies besides Colt to keep up with demand. Handguns are basically weapons of last resort, but the hefty 45 gave many American fighting men a great feeling of security. 45 automatics remained on active duty all the way up until the early 1980s, when the Department of Defense decided to switch over to the 9mm Beretta as the standard military issue sidearm. In 1983, the 45 automatic was retired after 72 years of loyal service.
Outstanding, Sergeant Ermey. Now listen up, all you jarheads. Uncle Sam ain't no woman, but he can sure take your man.
Question there, baby. You know I'm headed off for war. Got my question there, baby. You know I'm headed off for war. 40,000 guys in service, doing something they just don't know what for. Uncle Sam ain't no woman, you know he sure can't take your man. Sam ain't no woman, you know he sure can't take your man. some fighting. Of that I can be sure. I'm gonna do some fighting. Of that I can be sure. And if I wanna kill somebody, you know I won't have to break no kind of law. My question there, baby, do you know I'm headed off for war? Got my question there, baby, you know I'm headed off for war.
Listen up, all you privates. You will all attend this Saturday's movie matinee starring John Wayne in Sands of Iwo Jima. Before entering the theater, all you privates will be required to requisition one large Tootsie Roll at the candy counter. Do you hear me?
Yes, Sergeant.
I can't hear you.
Yes, Sergeant.
You will then double time to your seats and park your pie holes. Then, on the command suck, you will place your Tootsie Roll in your mouth and begin to suck, always keeping your eyes on the theater screen so as not to miss any of the action. Do you understand?
Yes, Sergeant.
Staff Sergeant Byron Gritall never eats candy. Therefore, he is unable to witness this historic Marine victory. Instead, Sergeant Gritall must kneel in front of the barracks TV and pray to Mr. Rogers for forgiveness. Listen up and pay attention. How long will that chocolate Tootsie Roll last? It's lasting through the mortar attack. It's lasting through the bonsai attack. Why, it's even lasting through the counterattack. That wimp-ass bar candy disappears in a few bites, and bag candy disappears in a few gumps. But when other candies are all gone, chewy Tootsie Roll lasts a long time. Long time, chewy Tootsie Roll lasts a long time, lasts a long time. Real Marines, chew Tootsie Roll.
Ba me ba, ba me ba, ba me ba, wow. Oh, won't you help me, Sergeant? Get me out of Pleiku jail. I don't know how I got here. I was drunk on the Ho Chi Trail. It was ba me ba, ba me ba, ba me ba, wow. Ba me ba, ba me ba, ba me ba, wow. I didn't mean to be drunk and bringing you all this shame, but I had a fight with a sick little girl down in old Latrang. It was ba me ba, ba me ba, ba me ba, wow. Ba me ba, ba me ba, ba me ba, wow. Now this Dunning jail has rats and fleas and snakes crawl on the floor. Take me back to Camp Sarge and I won't get drunk no more. On ba me ba, ba me ba, ba me ba, wow. Ba me ba, ba me ba, ba me ba, wow. There's VC all around us. It's looking bad, I think. We can't do a thing, Sarge, so let's have a little drink of ba me ba, ba me ba, ba me ba, wow. Ba me ba, ba me ba, ba me ba, wow. Oh, won't you help me, Sergeant? Get me out of Pleiku jail. I don't know how I got here. I was drunk on the Ho Chi Trail. It was ba me ba, ba me ba, ba me ba, wow. Ba me ba, ba me ba, ba me ba, wow. Ba me ba, ba me ba, ba me ba, wow.
Great job, Elvis. Couldn't have done better myself. I got an email from Richard Olson, Duluth, Minnesota, asking, where did the song Taps come from? Well, Rick, I could tell you, but I'm not going to. Instead, you'll hear the story from my buddy the Duke. So listen up.
It was July in Virginia. The scent of the dogwood and the laurel lay heavy on the land, while the burgeoning fruit of the peach and the apple marked the full sway of summer. For 7 fateful days, the trees, the flowers, yes, the very ground itself, had shuddered under the roar of cannon, the bark of howitzers, and the crackling of a legion of rifles. Now all was silent. The sledgehammer blows of Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson had mauled the Army of the Potomac, and yet that army was not destroyed. 7,000 men had fallen in that dreadful week, and the savagery of the conflict was grimly evident in the river of wounded that wound through the green hills. Now a new sound drifted in the soft evening sky. For Colonel Dan Butterfield, a courageous and able soldier, was also a man of music. To honor his fallen comrades, he had composed a simple and heart-rending melody. On July 2nd, in the year of 1862, its strains floated over the graves that scarred the dark Virginia earth. It has been more than 100 years since that sound was born, but those notes have never died away. Every night of the year, throughout the world, fighting men of America from the north and the south, the east and the west, close their eyes in sleep to its call, and in each of their hearts there glows a fierce surge of pride. Why are you marching, son? I'd really like to know. Is it because of Valley Forge, or perhaps the Alamo? Or one if by land, two if by sea? A trumpet's call, the will to be free? And what of a man who stood straight and tall, who wept silent tears when he saw brave men fall? No matter, no difference, the blue or the gray, all were his brothers. How often he'd pray. And what of Antietam, that now peaceful stream where the water blood-red glittered and gleamed? Appomattox, Chickamauga, Vicksburg, Bull Run, Cumberland, Gettysburg, and then Washington. Why are you marching, son? In Flanders Field, how proud were they whose forms beneath the poppies lay. Men who saw Verdun and died at the Marne, Soissons, and those who tried the fearful foe at Chateau Thierry, who fought and bled, whose hearts grew weary, but in whose minds one thought kept churning, that the torch of liberty keep burning. Why are you marching, son? The plains swarmed in, and the rising sun glowed fiercely on the evil done to men men whose blood runs through our veins, men who died, whose remains lie forever locked in waters deep. Now is it right that they should sleep while the warm sea laps at a twisted hull and see the torch of liberty grow dull? Anzio, Casino, Pau, Saint-Mary-Glace, Limon, St. Lo, Garda Lake and Buchenwald, on and on the roll is called. And why? Why are you marching, son? Bugles shrilled in the frozen night, and at first dawn, the awful sight of seas of men, row after row left to die on blood-stained snow. Busan, Pyongyang, Suwon, Gyeongju, and blood red ran the swift Yalu. In South Vietnam, the big guns roared, and once again we fought a war to honor a pledge our nation gave, to help that little country save her people from the certainty that she'd be ruled by tyranny. No matter where the big guns roar, our fighting men, like those before, take the torch we all held dear and face freedom's enemies without fear. Our fathers died from sea to sea and blessed the torch of liberty. Why? Why are you marching, son?
Right up, Duke. I'm hungry. So let's form up and double time down to the mess hall for a big helping of liver and onions. Or better yet, a bigger helping of SOS.
Shit on shingles.
Bugler, sound mess call. We'll be right back with more mail call and music after these commercials. Gary Owen!
There's just one Schlitz, yeah, yeah, nothing else comes near. When you're out of Schlitz, you're out of beer. with a big taste too. There's only one brew that will do when you're out of Schlitz. You're out of beer. Real gusto in the great light beer Schlitz.
The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender, good looking, so refined. I figured that you're the Muriel, cigar smoking kind, so let me get right to the point. You're right in style when you're in Muriel's company. Hey, big spender, spend a little dime with me. Hey, big spender, spend a little dime with me. Join the Muriel Mild crowd. Pick one up and smoke it sometime.
Now that's my kind of commercial. A beautiful whack and lots of smoke. Just like in a firefight. This next number is dedicated to the White Knight, who's on night patrol somewhere in the alleys of Saigon. He's looking for wartime memories and perhaps a little bam-ni-ba.
Kiss me goodbye and write me while I'm gone. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Hello, Vietnam. America has heard the bugle call, and you know it involves us one and all. War will ever end. There's fighting that will break us up again. Goodbye, my darling. Hello, Vietnam. Here to take a battle to be won. Kiss me goodbye and write me while I'm gone. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Hello, Vietnam. A ship is waiting for us at the dock. America has trouble to be stopped. We must stop communism in that land, or freedom will start slipping through our hands. I hope and pray someday the world will learn that fires we don't put out will bigger burn. We must save freedom now at any cost, or someday our own freedom will be lost. Kiss me goodbye and write me while I'm gone. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Hello, Vietnam. Keep the light of love burning bright for me while I'm gone with Uncle Sam across the sea. There is no love in the land where the bullets hung. they're shipping me to lonesome Vietnam. You can help me out by writing now and then. It will mean a lot till I come home again. Now I've got to go, there's a victory to be won. Just send my mail to lonesome Vietnam. We are fighting for the future of this land. The enemy wants to rule with an iron hand, but a man will gladly fight for his loved ones. We'll need your prayers in lonesome Vietnam. So kiss me once again before I go. It must last a long, long time, we know. My heart will cry for you and Dad and Mom till I come home from lonesome Vietnam.
Another email asking me about Marine Corps slang. Gene in Edwardsville, Illinois writes, "What's a click? What do I look like, a frickin' dictionary?" Look, I'll tell you, but I'm only gonna do it one time. Click has two meanings. The most common is shorthand for the word kilometer, as in, the nearest head is 3 clicks up the road, meaning 3 kilometers, or about 2 miles. The other meaning refers to the adjustment on the sight of a weapon for elevation and windage. The dope on a rifle is the number of clicks left or right for windage, and the number of clicks up or down for elevation required to get around to hit where the sight is pointed. Every rifle's a little different, and every Marine is required to know the dope for his or her own rifle.
This is dedicated to the parade field trooper who never leaves that nice soft garrison and always looks real pretty. Now in the war-torn jungles of Vietnam, you'll find a certain kind of man. You'll see him everywhere. He's a trooper, a Garrett trooper. Yeah, he's 5'4", 228 pounds of blubber. Got him a nickel-plated .45 tied down low, quick draw holster, 2 bandoliers of brass-oed ammo. Yeah, he's a trooper, a Garrett trooper. He's fought from Saigon to Nha Trang, in every bar that is, and then only with the girls, and he ain't won one yet. But he's a trooper, a Garrett trooper. He's got a hip knife, a side knife, a boot knife, a shoulder knife, and a little bitty one. It's a combination flare gun, dinner set, and genuine police whistle. But he's a trooper, a Garrett trooper. Now I run into one the other day. He told me a story. Said he'd just this minute come back from a 15-day running fight against the Kong. Said he'd captured a lot of loot. You know what I saw when I looked down? A spit-shine boot. Yeah, he's a trooper, a Garrett trooper.
Garrett trooper.
Now a poor old pilot come back today. Half his crew was killed, aircraft shot to hell. But he don't say much. He's not a trooper, a Garrett trooper. And out in the hills and the jungles and the swamps, living like a bunch of dogs, are some men wearing funny little green hats. They stay out there and fight for months on end. They don't say much, 'cause they're not troopers. Garrett troopers.
Garrett troopers.
And I'll bet finally, when I leave this war-torn land, the last thing I'll see will be, though I may be in a drunken stupor, I bet it'll be a Garrett trooper.
Garrett Trooper.
Yeah, they're all over the place. Ain't hardly worth going to war no more.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody talking about bagging, 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 bagging. This is the bagging, it's a myth. All we are saying is give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. Come on, everybody talking about ministers, ministers, Baptists, bishops and preachers, rabbis and Popeyes, rabbis. All we are saying is give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. Everybody's talking about revolution, masturbate, regulate, integrate, meditate, congratulate. All we are saying, keep talking, is give peace a chance. All we are saying, let's hear it from West Coast, is give peace a chance. Oh, let's listen to this. Everybody's talking about Johnny Milton, Jimmy Lee, Rotary, Bobby Brothers, Norman Dillon, Tommy Good, Terry Taylor, Norman Mailer, Alan Cooper, Hardy Dixon, Hardy Dixon. All we are saying is give peace a chance. Come on. All we are saying is give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. People now. All we are saying is give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. Come on. All we are saying is give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. Everybody now, come on. All we are saying, you won't get it unless you want it. And we want it now. Peace a chance. All we are saying, come together. Give peace a chance. Come together, all together. All we are saying is give peace a chance. All we are saying, we can get it tomorrow, today. Give peace a chance. Now. All we are saying is give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. Okay, beautiful, yeah.
Listen up, maggots, because I'm only going to tell you once. I've got a double time to the latrine. It's about 1 click from here. So I'll be a while. In the meantime, I'll play a couple of commercials. Hoorah!
Men, nothing takes it off like Noxema medicated shave. Take it off. Take it all off. Nothing takes it off like Noxema medicated shave.
The closer you shave, the more you need Noxema. Noxema medicated comfort shave.
got an email from Randy Else in Superior, Wisconsin asking, what is the Medal of Honor and what does it take for a soldier to earn one? Gunny, will you please explain to this maggot just how our brave soldiers earn the right to wear our nation's highest award?
It took a couple of acts of Congress to set the present-day parameters for who can receive the Medal of Honor, sometimes called the Congressional Medal of Honor. And in a word, it's about bravery. All personnel, whether enlisted or officers in all branches of the service, are eligible as long as their actions meet the following criteria. First, the act of bravery must occur while engaged in an action against foreign opposition or an enemy of the United States. Secondly, the act must be so outstanding that it can be distinguished as above and beyond the call of duty. It must involve the risk of his or her life, and it must be confirmed by at least 2 eyewitnesses. All told, 3,459 Medals of Honor have been awarded since the award was first presented in 1863. 19 men are double recipients. There are 3 different designs of the medal, one for the Air Force, one for the Army, and one shared by the Navy and the Marine Corps. Today, there are only 142 living recipients of the Medal of Honor. The last action for which Medals of Honor were awarded was during the operation in Somalia in 1993. The medals were awarded posthumously and presented to the wives of Sergeants Gary Gordon and Randall Shugart. And you should know that according to Section 704 of Title 18 United States Code, it's a federal crime to sell or buy a Medal of Honor. And it's illegal for anyone other than the recipient to wear a Medal of Honor.
Hoorah!
After the battle, after the fight, many owe their lives to the ladies and men in white. And all of the men in this war-torn land salute the nurses of Vietnam. They know the awful toll of war each day. They know more than any the price we pay. A soldier, his hands too burned to write. A nurse takes down his words through the lonely night. They have gone to the front where men fought in the night. From Pleiku to Queen Yan, where war these men fight. Many a wounded soldier's pain is eased for a while by opening his eyes to see a nurse's smile. To each of the wounded on the operating shelf, these nurses give a part of themselves. I know every soldier to the last man will sometimes say a prayer for the nurses of Vietnam. After the battle, after the fight, many owe their lives to the ladies and men in white. And all of the men in this war-torn land salute the nurses of Vietnam.
There's one more little secret that I neglected to mention. A horse is good, but a Jeep is better. Nobody dismissed you yet.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Ngân hàng Bank of America. Điện thoại 714-895-4242 895-4242.
Người Việt ơi, hãy lắng nghe tiếng
I'm going home, my tour is done. I'm going home, I'm a lucky one. But I've left friends behind me who won't come home no more. Yes, many friends remain forever on that bloody shore. But at night when I sleep, I know my dreams will be about my friends I left across the sea. I'll hear Verba, young and horn, laugh again out loud. We'll all be together in a happy crowd. But then I hear the sound of bullets whining overhead, feel the crash of mortars, and all my friends are dead. My friends, they fought and gave their all. My friends, they died for freedom's cause. As my dream is ending, they'll come and say goodbye. Though I'm sound asleep, a tear I'll cry. And they say something which fills my heart with pain. Tell them about us, Saddler, don't let us die in vain. I'm going home, my tour is done. I'm going home, I'm a lucky one.
Urgent message from your Navy recruiter.
Meow 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 meow.
Our Navy needs all the young cats they can hijack. So sneak into your local Navy recruiter station and see Vietnam today.
If you've got the time, we've got the beer, Miller beer. Miller tastes too good to hurry through, but when it's time to relax, Miller stands clear, beer after beer. If you've got the time, you've got the time, we've got the beer.
There's one more little secret that I neglected to mention. A horse is good, but a Jeep is better. Nobody dismissed you yet.